Do not stress, do your best, and forget the rest. In the fast-paced rhythm of modern life, stress has become so normalized that many people wear it as a badge of honor. Being constantly busy, perpetually worried, or endlessly striving is often mistaken for dedication or ambition. We are taught to believe that success is the result of relentless effort and that outcomes must be tightly controlled to ensure security and fulfillment. Yet, despite our best attempts to manage every detail, life rarely unfolds exactly as planned. Against this backdrop, the quote, "Do not stress, do your best and forget the rest," offers a profound spiritual principle disguised in simple language. It invites us to reconsider our relationship with effort, expectation, and control. It reminds us that while we are responsible for our actions, we are not responsible for every outcome. From a spiritual perspective, this insight has the power to transform not only how we approach challenges, but also how we experience peace in the midst of uncertainty. At its core, stress often arises from attachment to specific results, timelines, or perceptions of success. We invest significant emotional energy in imagining how events should unfold and become anxious when reality deviates from these expectations. The more tightly we cling to desired outcomes, the more vulnerable we become to disappointment and frustration. Spiritual teachings frequently emphasize the importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. Our intentions, efforts, and attitudes fall within the realm of our influence. External circumstances, other people's actions, and unforeseen events do not. Yet many of us expend considerable energy attempting to manage variables that lie beyond our reach. This mismatch between effort and influence creates tension. We replay past mistakes, worry about future possibilities, and attempt to anticipate every potential obstacle. In doing so, we shift our focus away from the present moment, the only place where meaningful action can occur. The instruction to do your best brings us back to this moment. It encourages wholehearted engagement with whatever task lies before us, without the distraction of excessive worry. When we commit fully to our efforts, we align our actions with our values and intentions. This alignment fosters a sense of integrity. We know that we have acted in accordance with our abilities and understanding, regardless of the eventual outcome. Such awareness can provide a foundation for self-confidence that is independent of external validation. However, the second part of the quote, "Forget the rest," is equally significant. It suggests that once we have offered our best effort, we must release our attachment to the results. This release is not an act of indifference, but of trust. Trust, in a spiritual sense, involves acknowledging that life unfolds through a complex interplay of factors beyond our immediate comprehension. It recognizes that outcomes may be influenced by timing, context, or opportunities that we cannot foresee. By letting go of the need to control every result, we create space for acceptance. Acceptance does not mean passivity. Rather, it allows us to respond to circumstances with clarity rather than reactivity. Spirituality complements this understanding by emphasizing the importance of intention and presence. When we focus on the quality of our actions rather than solely on their consequences, we cultivate resilience and adaptability. Moreover, releasing attachment to outcomes can reduce the fear of failure. When our sense of worth is not tied exclusively to results, we become more willing to experiment, learn, and grow. Mistakes are viewed not as definitive judgments but as opportunities for refinement. This perspective also enhances our relationships with others. By relinquishing the expectation that we can control how others think or behave, we approach interactions with greater empathy and openness. Over time, practicing this principle can lead to a deeper sense of peace. We recognize that while effort is necessary, excessive worry does not improve performance. Instead, it drains energy that could be directed toward constructive action. In moments of uncertainty, returning to the present moment can restore perspective. Taking a mindful breath, focusing on the task at hand, and trusting the process can transform stress into purposeful engagement. Ultimately, the quote invites us to balance diligence with surrender. It encourages us to act responsibly while acknowledging the limits of our influence. By doing our best and letting go of the rest, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life, engaging fully in the present, while remaining open to whatever unfolds. And in that balance, we may discover a sense of calm that is not dependent on perfection but on participation.